Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. This is a great day for gratitude and thankfulness. Wouldn't it be great if that was the way it was every single day on this planet? We're moving in that direction. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for November 23, Thursday, 2023, a little after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have a reverse aging health call tomorrow night, Friday, around 9 p.m. Eastern. Appropriately, the meditation today is on gratitude. The only prayer you said in your whole life was, "Thank you," that would suffice. Meister Eckhart. Gratitude is one of the most powerful and transformational energies on this planet, I believe, throughout existence, in different forms. Every time we are spontaneously grateful for how this universe is deeply, eternally loves us continuously through infinity, we send out a high vibrational energy that starts magnetizing even more abundance when we're in a state of gratitude into our lives. Each time we bathe ourselves in this energy of gratitude, we expand the knowingness inside us that we are truly abundant beings who lack nothing at all. Nothing. Gratitude is an incredible manifesting energy. It allows us to tap into our own infinite creative energy where we cannot feel fear, scarcity, or doubt. When we embrace gratitude as a way of being, we are living in this consciousness daily. We have surrendered to knowing that we are already deeply, eternally loved with everything we need and are thankful for all that is. From this place of being at one with all that is now, we become a massive magnet for attracting even more success, love, abundance, and divine beings into our life. Take a few moments right now to imagine what your life would look like if you were constantly living from a place of gratitude all day long. We always have the choice to be grateful for what is, or not grateful for what is. We have the power to choose what kinds of thoughts and feelings we focus on and eventually manifest into our lives. We can choose to adopt an unending attitude of gratitude or remain strapped to the judgmental, fear-based merry-go-round of the mind. Choosing gratitude is choosing freedom and will make our life easier than we could ever imagine. It will bring us such a vast experience of love that we will freely feel and experience our own soul. Embracing gratitude as a way of living our daily life is like opening the door to a brilliant new world where the sun is always shining its warmth inside our heart, wherever we are. We naturally feel the divine love and abundance that is inside us and all around us. A heart that is brimming with gratitude does not allow the mind to be cluttered with ideas, opinions, and attachment to desires. It knows itself as the source of love itself. Now, if you have trouble staying in touch with your heart's natural grateful connection, you may have let your mind, or inner judge, attempt to squash this flame of love. Fire is not dead by any means. It just needs a little stirring. The heart that is forever thankful always breaks free from the ego's contracted thought patterns. Its natural warmth is always able to receive and give love freely. Gratitude is one of the most enlightening life experiences we can access at any time. We always feel lighter and less burdened by the end of the day. When we practice directing this appreciation toward ourselves and others and the world, there is a natural de-armoring process that happens. Start each day with shedding that protective armor around your heart and opening your heart to this divine feeling of appreciating everything. Everything, everything. Any time that we are not feeling gratitude, right? Simply focus on what you like, love, or appreciate about a situation. It's that simple. Any time that you are not feeling gratitude, simply refocus on what you like, love, or appreciate about a situation. Gratitude is always within our reach. It is just a question of our focus reigning in our mind. If you feel that your shields are too thick, become quiet enough inside yourself to get in touch with the core of your heart. Create some time to relax and be very, very, very still. This will help you dig beneath the shields, resistance, wounding from the past. Use the breath as a vehicle to take you deeper inside so that you can go beneath this false protection. All armor is created for the ego, by the ego, and within the ego. It is all unnecessary weight, since the soul is like sunlight and does not need defending. Once this armor is released, you will naturally feel a lighter, warmer feeling inside, and a deep state of gratitude will surface, pour through you into the world. Taking off one's ego armor can be tricky. Any moment that our mind gets derailed, goes down the dark path of frustration, victim story, fear, or complaining, stop it immediately and switch back to the gratitude track. It can be as easy as asking yourself, what's one thing that I am grateful for right now? What is one thing that I am grateful for right now? The good news is that there is always at least one thing that you can be grateful for no matter what is happening in your life, any of our lives. Perhaps it's that you have the power to imagine a new you, your health, a good friend, or just that you are still breathing. Whenever we cannot see the silver lining around the dark clouds in our life, then simply open your heart, breathe deeply, and then think about as many things as you can to be grateful for. In each moment, there are so many incredible things that we can be grateful for, large and small. Just open your heart, relax, look at the bigger picture, And soon, you will realize how truly, deeply, and eternally loved you already are. Living in a state of constant gratitude takes work. Doesn't take work. Some people say, well, that takes a lot of work. And it's actually the opposite's true. It does not take work. It simply takes more awareness. Gratitude is our most natural way of being when we are present in the now. When we connect with our natural essence and pure consciousness within, we can see and feel the divinity within everything. This is not something strange that needs to be learned like juggling cantaloupes. It's as easy as taking a fresh breath of air. So make it your number one priority forever. Be aware of gratitude. Notice how much it is already a part of your life and what it will feel like to bathe in it 24 hours a day. This is a good time of the year to invite some of your friends, colleagues, family members to join you in an evening of appreciation and gratitude. All right? Hold the intention for everyone to join you and adopting a new gratitude habit, and start a gratitude circle. The one simple, powerful meeting each week can dramatically change everyone's life forever. The basic format is to invite those people who know you best in your life. It's juicier if the people who don't like you or appreciate you in some way are part of the transformative experience. Have each person all sit in a circle. We did this for years. I set up circles. We used to meet at a Barnes & Noble, the bookstore, and we'd sit at a cafe. They had a little cafe in there, and a round table. And we would meet every week at 7 p.m. And it's amazing what it does for people. Some people would get off work and, they'd go home, and then they'd come over, and you could tell that their work was draining them. And they were irritable, tired. By the time they left that meeting, they were a new person. So, you have each person sit in a circle with one person in the middle of the circle. Everyone takes turns looking directly into the eyes of the person in the circle, in the center of the circle, telling them why they are grateful for this person or giving them an authentic compliment. Authentic, genuine. Then switch people so that everybody has a turn to be the person in the middle of the circle to receive gratitude. Let people know that if they cannot say anything authentic or true to their heart, they can simply soul gaze in just that person's eyes for 5 minutes while holding their hands. Every time we have done a gratitude circle, truly miraculous experiences started to occur in everyone's life. This amazing experience is one that will definitely raise your vibration and allow you to manifest the life you desire. Now, when you wake up in the morning, you can do it. I do it all the time. I don't do it for 7 days, 10 days, 12 days. I incorporate it every day. You take about 15 minutes every morning. Practice being silent, still, frozen statue inside. become the grand observer of who watches all mental activity and other storms go by. With your eyes closed, watch each thought that comes in like you were watching a cloud pass by. Do not judge or interact with the thought. Simply become the observer and continue to watch it. If you become wrapped up in your thoughts, simply notice what has happened. Go back to watching each thought. The more you practice being physically still, the more you will naturally feel calm and centered, no matter what type of inner or outer storm is brewing. These are suggestions. Now, I do them. And I have done the circle. I did the circle for several years. And it's amazing what happens with people. But, you know, it's important to be genuine through the heart mind. Those that could not be genuine, then they would just sit and stare, soul gaze, stare at the other person and their eyes. Now, a lot of us have issues with that because we have issues with ourselves. You go up to a complete stranger, for instance, and hold their hands and stare into their eyes for 5 minutes. Could you? Right? Or would you be fearful of doing that? You got to ask yourself that question, really, to see where you're at with you. Because we know that this society that we've created needs a lot of help because of all the things and all the influences and all the programming we've received from childhood all the way to adulthood. But this is the time on this planet to finally let it go. Really. Clean slate, open garage, so to speak, where you can start putting new things, right? Instead of all the old stuff that you've dragged with you through this lifetime, if not several. So the gratitude is humongous. And it even on the first day you decide to practice gratitude, it will change your life. Automatically. No effort from you. And see, you keep it front and center, so you keep it in the now, every day. It's right there. What am I grateful for today? Well, you're grateful for getting up in the morning. You actually still have access to this body. Grateful for being able to walk, talk. You know, little things like that we never visit and really say to ourselves genuinely how grateful we are to have what we have. See, then the universe, it's kind of interesting. It'll throw something at you. Like you're looking and you see a person with no legs, right? Or you look at and you see a person that can't see, is blind. And when you're in tune, it reinforces your gratitude for exactly the way you are in the very moment. Period. And it's far-reaching. And it affects others. Because you're always in an attitude of gratitude. You go outdoors and you look at things and you say, that's the God that I am. I am deeply grateful for this very moment I am in. It changes the shift. It shifts the energies, the frequencies. When you see fresh fallen snow, cold winter night, moonlight, right? And the moonlight hits the snow, and it looks like trillions of diamonds. Unprecedented. It's spectacular. And instead of saying, this is really beautiful, you say automatically, this is the God that I am. It shifts everything. And then when you get into the habit of practicing this front and center, your life is completely changed forever. We get angry, we get stressed. You know, around this time of year, what is it? Everything's accelerated, right? Everybody wants this way, this way, this way, this way. You know? And everybody, you know, that's pressured into giving, oh, I got to buy gifts for the nieces and nephews and this and that and this and that. Run around, do this, do that, do everything. You know, bake, do this, do that. And you get drained. You almost need R&R from what you call the holidays R&R. Why is that? Well, it's a habit that we have practiced for eons. But imagine this, that all of us are in a high state of gratitude. We're grateful for the very moment we're in. And that's pretty much it. We are not frustrated. When you move into gratitude, where do you think the ego mind is? It's not there. Because you're in the moment. See, these instructions, so to speak, that are being lent to you and given to you, really give you the direction and all that you can choose to do so or not. The gratitude that we have, that we express to ourselves and to others, is off the charts. Some of you have done it. Some of you have started to practice it, which is phenomenal. It's like you say to yourself, these are things we take for granted. And what are some of the things we take for granted right in this very now? Well, that we have a roof over our head, that we're kept warm and comfortable out of the elements. Doesn't have to be a palatial mansion. This could be a one-bedroom apartment. But the fact of the matter is that we're in a dwelling that protects our bodies from the ravages of outdoors, especially this time of year. Deeply grateful for that. You'd be surprised, you know, when you're homeless and you want to go take the shower somewhere, right? You do. You want to try to keep yourself as clean as possible. That's a challenge. So you do find one, and you know the shower stall is so badly deteriorated that you don't dare put your feet on it because there's things moving on it. So what do? Well, you wear your shoes. Shoes will get wet, right? Yeah, but guess what? Your feet are protected. And to you, it's like Shangri-La because it's a shower with hot water. We take so many things for granted, it's unbelievable. And then we're frustrated and angry with life on certain occasions. But in an attitude of gratitude, you're in blissville. And when you practice it every day, you don't have to go around with a banner and say, hey, I'm in full gratitude. You just say to yourself, I'm grateful for my hands so that I can drive this vehicle. I'm grateful for my eyes so I can see the God that I am all around me. We're grateful this time of year in thanking, right? Thanks and giving. Take those two words, thanks and giving. We're thankful for giving. We give to ourselves and we give to others. We don't give for expectation. Well, you know, some of the people right now in this country, okay? All the families, and then all of the contributions of the families, and whatever the main dish, turkey, ham, roast, whatever they're doing, okay? And gratitude. And now what does it all center around? Well, camaraderie and getting with, and there's always relatives that you don't like, right, and you tolerate, and there's always this or that. What I used to do is I would randomly, okay, I would make a Thanksgiving dinner. And I would randomly invite people that just had themselves. Right? They didn't have any family members. They might have been an only child growing up. And they're just, it's like any other day for them. But I would bring, it was amazing, because you bring in just a hand. These are not people I knew, okay, long-term acquaintances. These are just people, where did they come from? I'd go down to the missions and the kitchens. And I would tell the people that ran those, I'd say, look, I'd like to, I'd like to invite 3 people to a home, Thanksgiving dinner. Now they kind of knew the regulars, and they knew that they weren't subversive preachers and that type of thing. They were just good people who hit rough times. Okay, they're homeless, and so I would bring them in, and I would cook. I already had most of the dinner done before they came over. So they would come over, and it was amazing, the stories and the interaction. Once they got kind of comfortable and let their hair down. And you talk about a fulfilling experience. And it's not, and they were very grateful and thankful, but it wasn't about that. It was about getting together and being grateful for each other. Because everybody has something to share. And, some of it's not all roses, okay? Some of it's pretty scary. Some of it's different, okay? But see, this is what civilization has kind of lost. Our intimate interaction with each other. The one-on-one or group get-togethers, that type of thing. We did a lot of that early on, but as technology flooded in, it kind of pulled us away from each other. Right, didn't it? We stopped being creative. And we kind of, as a people, we kind of grew apart through the years. And when you have no cell phones, I believe that it would be a great idea that everybody that gets together on the holidays, that, okay, we have a rule. Just want to let you know that none of us will be using our cell phones. We will put them in the microwave, if you have a microwave, even an old you don't use. And we'll put all those communication devices in the microwave. Period. So you won't be texting in the middle of a conversation. It'll be a one-on-one, pure, organic experience. When was the last time any of us experienced that? And this is a good time, but see, now, right, at this time, where many Americans overeat, pretty much a habit of ours around this time of the year, and we get tired and nap, and then, you get everybody, the kids all hyped up on sugar, usually, right, because after, they had the meal, and then dessert and the cookies or whatever. And you're kind of, a lot of the adults are wiped out. Football games on the TV, and they're zonked in their chairs. Okay? Kids are still pretty much energized. And the pets and all. I'm sure all of you are either experiencing that now or have experienced it through the years. But the gratitude, to be in a constant state of gratitude, is absolutely paramount for all of us. It's number one, it's for ourselves to begin with. It's to be deeply grateful for ourselves, for every step we take on this planet, for everything we do in our lives, for ourselves and others. It's absolutely paramount to practice it. But you know why? Because it lends us goodness. It lends us lightness and happiness that we experience more of. And isn't that what we're all seeking when it all boils down to it? We're seeking happiness, joy, lightheartedness, none of this heavy stuff. Okay? We've been there. We've been through the heavy forest, and we're not interested in it anymore. So we increase our vibrational frequencies through gratitude. It's like anything, any item that you eat today or maybe something new, right, that you never tried before. And just remember, savor the flavor. Savor the flavor of the food and understand how magnificent it is that you're being provided this food. And everyone that's there. And how good it feels. But then, it's kind of people get overworked and they're just beat and dead tired after the crowd has left and they're just zonked, right? There's so much energy and effort was put into things. But, you remember the days where somebody would say, hey, I'll do the dishes, before we had dishwashers. I'll do the dishes, I'll take care of that. So usually what would happen is that, and this is part of our, at that point in our lives where the women would go in the kitchen and clean up everything. And what would the men do? Usually the men would sit and watch sports on TV. Women would go in the kitchen, congregate, and talk. Right? And everybody would really have a good time. And everybody pitched in. Everybody helped. The men did help in certain areas and lifted things and helped move things and get things situated. But all in all, it's very enjoyable to be with others, isn't it? Obviously, there's people in the country right now that are by themselves, right? And no relatives or anything. So they may have a ham sandwich or, a TV dinner, so to speak, and then, watch Thanksgiving Day parade. So it's just, there's a lot of things to be grateful and thankful for on an ongoing basis every moment of our lives. So in this quiet time with the meditation, and you move into the now, you focus on your breath, you get into a comfortable position, uninterrupted, and you focus on listening to your breath. You're as still as a statue. And you go into deep gratitude. You'd be amazed how that sets the day. It sets the day. All of a sudden, you don't feel as stressed. There's happy stress, right? I mean, you just don't feel as compressed. You kind of let your hair down. You relax. You're happy. And that's the main importance. Where does the happy come from? It comes from within you. And you enjoy life. Moment to moment. And it's all about us going into that, choosing to do so. No one's going to force you. Choosing to do so. This opens up a lot of avenues for you to forgive yourself on different things that you blame yourself for, all the stuff that we harbor. And just let it go and surrender it. Because when you go into deep gratitude, it's phenomenal. Some of you do. This experience is great. It's phenomenal. Magna glorious. and we savor it because, oh, well, you know, it's just once a year. Why does it only be once a year? It should be every day. And Thanksgiving's a test run, right? Really. It reminds us that, you know, to be grateful and thankful for everything. Everything. Even the bad stuff. If we didn't have the bad stuff, how would it help us? Make us stronger? More resilient in this life? If we didn't have anything derogatory happen, man, we wouldn't be challenged. Would we? None of us would be. Now, going through it at the time, we sit there and go, no, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. But yet you experience it, and guess what? You're here. You're still here. So that's why we say, this too shall pass. It will. But focusing on the now, you start to be able to literally watch the ego mind, learn how to master the ego mind. You begin to focus on what? What you truly want in this life? Focus on the fact that you are this magnificent supreme being that is deeply and eternally loved every split second of existence and beyond. And that you're in a deep state of gratitude for you, for how you are, who you are in the very moment, and everything around you. I'll join you in the meditation. I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose, and an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still. Start your day with a simple practice of relaxing your body from head to toe. The more your body relaxes, the more your mind will be at ease, and the greater the inner peace will be. After your body is relaxed, bring your mind to stillness by visualizing a large, beautiful, calm lake that is as smooth as glass. Let your mind merge with the water. However long it takes to reach this quiet stillness, keep sitting until your mind drowns in the complete stillness of the lake. When you get a good dose of stillness, you will see you have full access to the highest universal power and intelligence available, this universe, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Take this with you for the rest of your day, morning, noon, and night, and the following morning. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest, deepest, purest of the purest, purest, eternal gratitude at all times, no matter what's happening within you or outside of you. Practice being in deep gratitude every moment possible. We will return here Friday, November 24, 2023, a little after 3:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call, and at around 9 p.m. Eastern, our reverse aging health call. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone.